Hello, my name is AJ. I'm your hypoxia coach for today, and we have level 1.8 chair teaser. This is a level 1 movement and a level 8 breathography, meaning we're adding in those long 12-beat breath retentions, or you can view them as breath pauses, at the end of our engaged exhalation. That is in order to strengthen the stamina of those deep muscles that are kicking on at the end of our exhale. We're learning to completely exhale and strengthen our core more greatly, holding that position at the end of the breath and then retaining our breath there, which is increasing our ability to tolerate carbon dioxide and stress both inside the exercise session and our tolerance of stress outside the exercise session. Much research has shown that increasing our carbon dioxide tolerance, which we can do with a combination of movement and breath work, can enhance our ability to deal with stress. And how amazing is that? That's health and longevity right there. So there's your pep talk for those long 12-beat retentions. Let's get right into it. If you're working with a hypoxia coach and they've suggested a variation on the exercise, always follow that because that's there to optimize your program. Otherwise, it's a perfect starting place. Let's begin with the ball in between your inner thighs. Now, the ball is not only there to engage your inner thighs and deepen your connection to your pelvic floor, your low abs, but also as tactile feedback. If you start to feel that ball moving around too much, you've probably lost your pelvic stability. So pay attention to that. Also, equalize the pressure underneath your sit bones. Close your eyes for a second. Are you leaning more on the left? Are you leaning more on the right? Use your bony sit bones to give you feedback as to where you are in space, and also, depending upon the amount of muscle you have below the sit bones or just simply adipose tissue, if you're not actually feeling the bones press into the ground, fine, just use the pressure underneath your glutes, you know? So now I'm equal. I was actually a little leaning over to the left, and my foot tripods, the weight is equally distributed on the big toe, the pinky, and the heel in this chair teaser. If your chair is a little higher and your heels are off the ground, totally fine. Just try to weight that second, third toe, really the third toe to center the foot here. Now, this chair teaser is as much a posture exercise as it is a core exercise. So I want you to press your hands down into your chair, screw them into your chair. So if the chair were slippery, the hands would move out like that. And then also push them forward in space. So if the chair were slippery, they'd push forward. That's kicking on our obliques. So screwing the hands, pushing forward, keeping the shoulder blades together for posture, screw, push. Now I have a mini stool here. This is the one that the 18-inch little guy that I work out with in the workouts. Maybe yours is also tiny like mine. You can absolutely do the narrow stance where you're just using the heels of the hands to screw in, push forward, shoulder blades together. Head posture, so important. The head is 20 or 30 pounds and has a significant effect on the relationship to the abs. So I want you to push the head back into a pair of imaginary hands and also lift it up. Pretend like the hands are lifting the head up. You're creating height in the spine as you go through the exercise. So here's your posture elements. Screw, push, shoulder blades together, head stance. Woo! Now, in this exercise, we are going to lean back a little bit, just about to here, and then we're not moving in the exercise. The only movement is our breath, our 2 breath cycles with our 12-beat breath retentions. You should be able to get your ab ribbon loose by soft shish and loud shish of the engaged exhale. If you can't, number one, you want to try to loosen the ribbon a teeny bit, because sometimes in the isolated ab exercises, just because of ab engagement, adipose tissue just around our waist, naturally we all have it, you may need to loosen it a bit so you can feel the difference in pressure between tight and loose when you're going through your 8-second engaged exhale. If you still can't, then you just might need to do the more beginner version, which is staying in the upright position. If you follow all my cues and just connect to your ab ribbon, you're going to get the core benefits. And then when you're ready to add the load of leaning back against gravity, then you just add that. Alrighty, so let's get into it. You are going to try to close your eyes optimally for this one so you can deepen that connection between your abdomen and the ab ribbon. But if you're not quite ready for that yet because you're just learning the exercise, totally fine. Just in a couple sessions from now, add the eyes closed to this one. Focusing on that ab ribbon the whole time. So here we go. Foot tripods, squeeze the ball. Sit bones, equalize the weight. Screw your hands, push them forward, shoulder blades together. Head stance. Let's take it from our posture, zip up. Inhale. Hiss, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1. Inhale, 2. And blow. Heighten the spine. Loosen your ribbon. You're holding 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, head back, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tighten your ribbon. Inhale. Inhale. Loosen your ribbon. You're holding 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, grow taller, 5, 4, shoulders back, 3, 2, hands forward, and 1. Amazing, amazing work. Now, one other component that you can think about as you practice this exercise is making sure that you're staying in a neutral spine as you lean back. You know, you're sitting on your sit bones. You don't want to be too far forward, like heading toward your pubic bone, and you don't want to be too far back, heading to your tailbone. You want to be about halfway between those 2 points, finding that place on the bones. You know, close your eyes for a moment. That's your neutral, not overusing your low back for sure. And then when you lean back a little bit, you want to try to maintain that pressure at about the same point on your sit bones as you lean back. So you're not curling the tailbone under and you're not moving forward overusing your low back.